My husband is not religious. Every Friday night, I take my kids to the small group fellowship. He stay home, watch TV, and relax. Every Sunday, I take my kids to church. He play golf. He would go to church with me once for a while, such as Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. So my goal here is to get him to church once a quarter. Last Easter, he promised me to go to church. 2019. And I told him, kids has performance at 9:30. He said, okay. The church that I go to is an Asian church with most of the people there speaking Mandarin. My husband can't speak any Chinese. But of course, we have the English service. The English pastor is an older guy that holds the service in a more traditional way, the way that Andrew is not interested. But recently, we hired a new pastor. He is much younger, at his 40s, and he's more fun and energetic. And I was hoping that there might be a spark in Andrew and attract him to come. So I was really hoping that he can come to listen to this younger pastor. On 7 a.m. The kids and I are ready, sitting there waiting for him. He said, you guys go first. I need to shower and shave. I will come later. No, it's Easter Sunday. Let's go together as a family. We'll wait for you, just hurry up. We finally get to church at 10:30. Andrew dropped us off, he parked far away, and I went to the service by myself, sitting there a little upset because I already missed half of the preaching. And I keep looking at the door. I was hoping that Andrew can walk in as soon as he can so that he can catch at least some of the message. He finally walked in toward the end of the service. Basically, he missed the whole thing. My anger is all the way up here. I was thinking, you know what time we need to be here. Why you need to shower and shave? Why you don't wake up earlier to do that? He doesn't care. He doesn't care about his family. He doesn't care about church. He was here just because I was pushing him. And I start feeling that I'm so envious about those couples, that husband and wife both are Christians. They take their kid to church every Sunday together. But I need to do it all by myself like a single mom every week. On top of that, I need to kind of push him to come, back him to come. I start being self-pity. I put on my poker face. I don't want to talk to Andrew or interact with him. Later on, the kid went egg hunting, and Andrew was with the kids. My friend Georgia saw me upset. She asked me, what is going on? And I told her what happened. She said, at least he came. We were late for an hour. It's not enough. Well, even you guys were late. At least he came. God has his own schedule on him. Don't bring him. Pray for him. Don't make the situations difficult for him. He's making an effort. At least he can. Look at the bright side. Be positive. Encourage him. And appreciate him that he is here. Then it would come second, third, and fourth chances. All of a sudden, I was like, oh yeah, I am pushing him to be here, and now I also make it a bad experience for him coming to church. Sometimes we just need to switch channel, or we need to just look at things in a different angle. Right, he does not need to be here. He can go play golf, he can do his own thing, but he chose to be here. He chose to be here with his family, and I should be grateful. I should not take it for granted. I need to think, and think. To him, I am angry because and disappointed because he did not meet my expectation. My happiness is dependent on his actions and the external factor instead of my internal peace. When we are expecting things, then we will stop being grateful. Because when we are expecting things, then we will start thinking, well, people are not living up to our standard. But people live their days are not living up, well, people are not living their day to live up to our standard. People live their days so that they can fulfill their own expectation. But when our expectation doesn't match, and that is when we feel ungrateful and we feel angry. So a lot of time if we are depending something outside to make us feel happy, then we will feel limited, we feel ungrateful, and we feel not satisfied. So if we don't appreciate of what we already have, we will not appreciate more. The challenge of gratitude or being grateful is that we always postpone it. A lot of time we will say, if I get this car, I get this house, I get this job, then I would be grateful. So we are making a scenario that I would only be grateful if I get what we expected, I get what we want. And the mentality here is that what we have right now is not enough. So we are looking for something else to make us feel grateful. If we have $1 and we are grateful for it, then we will be grateful for having 100. If we are grateful for having 100,000, we will be grateful for 1,000,000. And it doesn't work that I will be grateful if I have $1 million. Because when you have $1 million, then you will be expecting $1 billion. So that is the different mindset there. I am grateful that I have a husband. Even he is not a Christian, even we have different personalities, but he is a good daddy, that he's trying to take care of the family, and he is trying to be there when we need him. I'm also grateful for God putting him in my life. Because of that, I get to learn to be patient. I get to learn to embrace our difference. I get to learn to communicate, and I get to learn to love. So when we are focusing on the problems, we will create more problems. But when we focus on the possibilities, we create more opportunities. And if we are grateful for what we have, we will be given more to be grateful for. So count your blessing. Thank you, Toastmaster.